Cavill's Superman workout.
There we go. Now this was definitely a fun one, a lot of new movements. So big disclaimer here, this is kind of the first time we've been trying these movements, and there's trial and error for sure. There's a couple times where we lost some balance, or just one time the barbell hit me in the lip and thought I was bleeding for a second. But I guess that's kind of the fun of it, you got to try something new and go through the ringer and see how it goes.
One of the things we really like about this series is we're able to try new things. And as you can see, Brandon's already feeling it. Yeah. Super buff dude mode is activated. Yeah, here we go.
You probably didn't recognize me with those glasses on, so now that they're off, you can tell who it is.
No one did. It was, he had to sign up as a new member, in fact, because everyone was like, who is this guy? So as Brandon said, we are trying some of these lifts for the very first time, which is really why we enjoy doing these series, because we're doing other people's workouts. And huge props to Henry Cavill, because these are not easy at all. Olympic lifts, it's a whole new ball game. It feels like you're wading into the deep end of the workout ocean.
You'll see a lot of these movements are going to be using hip extension and drive. A little earlier you saw like my stance split, and I actually just gave up on the lift because there's a lot of things to keep in mind in this. We have a hook grip. The elbows are internally rotated, and we're doing a clean and jerk. So you clean it up to the body, and then you do a bit of a split jerk there. Sometimes when it gets heavy, you just got to drop the weights. But thankfully they're bumper weights, so it usually helps. This one, it's a combination of a lot of movements, and it's definitely very difficult, but honestly it felt really good. I mean, it was definitely, I think we want to try to introduce some of these movements into our standard program in the future.
It was very good for us, as Brandon said, and we will be introducing these things because it's good to try new things. You may feel a little awkward in the beginning. I know we sure as hell did. It's always interesting trying something new. It can be scary, it can be intimidating, but it's best to just go out and do it. As you can see, we're keeping the lights we're keeping the weights light, which we would recommend as well, especially if you are beginning a new exercise and you're just getting the feel for it. So we're trying to get our form down, trying to see what felt good, what we needed to modify, and we'll definitely be doing these in the future and continuing to try to improve our form. Obviously, we see little things here and there that we need to work on, but that's always a good thing because you always want to grow. It's, as we say, you're one step closer to becoming a buff dude.
Oh yeah. And if you guys really want to see kind of single exercise tutorials on some of these movements, please let us know, because I think after performing a lot of these, we would almost enjoy doing them ourselves just to kind of learn a thing or two, but also maybe hopefully help you guys out in the future as well if you want to introduce them into your workout regimen. But the front squats, oh yeah, try to keep those elbows up. It's hard, you get a lot of mobility in the wrists. That can hold you back from getting the proper form on that kind of clean, you have the clean grip here. You can do the cross grip too if you're kind of not quite as mobile in the wrist, or you can actually use a towel to help kind of hold that barbell next to the clavicle position.
And that really does help. And just to clarify, as Brandon was saying, holding the elbows, don't let them dip. I was letting them dip a little bit on that last set, so you couldn't hear it, but actually the audio when we were in the gym, Brandon was saying, hey, keep those elbows up, which is the good thing about a workout partner, because sometimes you don't even realize you're doing certain things. So this felt pretty good. I was dealing with a little bit of some shoulder issues earlier in the year, so it felt amazing to be able to do front squats again. They're not an easy exercise, at least in my opinion, but big fan of how Henry Cavill and his crew lined out these exercises because they felt damn good.
They did, and this last set with the front squats, we pretty much worked up to the 1 rep max. Take as many sets as you can to work up to that, but try not to go more than 10 reps in doing so. Once you reach that 1 rep max, you're going to be dropping back down to around 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max in the front squats and supersetting it right with back squats. So it goes from front squats, doing 7 reps, right into 13 reps. 7 reps of the front squats and then 13 reps of the back squats. By the end of that, ooh man, your legs are burning. It's damn good. Damn good combination for sure.
When they said this was the Superman workout, they were not lying, because this is a workout I would imagine Superman doing. Probably with weights maybe, 1,000, 2,000 times more than we're using, but I still could imagine him doing these motions. And this whole workout in general really was about building up to 1 rep maxes. So as Brandon said earlier, when you are building up to that, don't focus on doing too many reps. And this one was a killer. This is the one we ended with. It was the 7 reps of front squats right into the 13 reps of back squats.
Yeah, I was shaking my head because my legs were feeling about done. Probably didn't help I hit legs the day before, but that's what you do. You gotta take it to Superman level and say, screw it. Let's get this workout in.
Exactly. So, let's just watch the rage face. It's gonna continue to grow and grow and grow. I'm probably thinking if Brandon wasn't there, I may not have been able to make it. Oh, you see those elbows dip. Oh, there we go.
Yep,
I just shot him back up.
There we go.
Yeah, but it's only halfway done.
Form will break from time to time, and I think don't beat yourself up too much about it as long as you're as careful as you can. Especially on the last reps, it can start breaking just a bit. But as long as you're very aware of it, as long as you know the form and function of exercises, and it could break from time to time, but again, don't give up. Keep trying. Maybe drop the weight down a little bit depending on where you're at in the exercise or rep range, and just keep pushing hard. And it does help, like Hudson was saying, having a workout partner there to really kind of push you, but also kind of keep you accountable on that good form and things like that.
And we also recommend taking video if possible, even if that just means setting up your cell phone, because in your mind sometimes you're thinking, hey, I feel great, I feel confident, I'm performing this exercise very well, but then when you see yourself later on video, you may go, ooh, I could make a little adjustment here, I could make a tweak there, and that's very helpful. So if you do get a chance, please do it. We highly recommend it.
It's funny, we were actually joking about it, not necessarily joking, but talking about it during this workout, saying, man, it'd be so helpful to be watching ourselves after we're doing these movements, because as you're doing them, it's hard to kind of imagine what they look like until you actually see them played back on camera, like Hudson was saying. So it's actually kind of nice being able to watch it and kind of critique it ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when performing new exercises.
The shirt's off. It was hot. It was a hot day, even though we are thankfully under some shade there, but it was really nice working outside. It's kind of a cool area here.
Brought us back to the backyard workout days. Got a little nostalgic there.
Yeah, it did.
The only problem was there was no horse trough full of ice water to jump into. So Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, the Mecca, maybe they'll have to work on that. Maybe they'll have to purchase themselves a Buff Dude horse trough for people to jump into.
The Buff Dude bath, ice bath. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just finishing up squats here. It kind of took all that we had to finish that up, but it's just one of those workouts where it feels damn good afterward. And yeah.
Oh yeah. Another superhero workout finished. This one was my favorite so far.
Yeah. Until next time.
Stay buff. And recommend other superhero workouts we should perform.